Yes. What's up, my peoples? Y'all, I said, what's up, my peoples? Y'all, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Sheridonna, and we back at it again. Can't stop, won't stop. Ciao. Excuse my little bit of tardiness, guys, because I be having adventures. I'm trying to tell you, I be living out here in these streets, y'all. Um, every time I do my podcast, it's never a dull moment, and I'm here for it. Like seriously, I have fun with the people who appreciate me. So big shout out to people who show me mad love, especially when I'm out here in these streets. Just stop me in my tracks, just to say hello. That big shout out. But yes. Needless to say, thank you guys so much for joining me for SHERIDONN'S Diary of a Fashionista. Yes, child. Um, we're here for a very serious yet educational yet fun podcast for you today, darling. From a people that on YouTube, you already know what our topic is. It's literally 7 reasons why you should consider homeschooling your children. And this is what we're going to be talking about for today, as well as of our fashion and our quotes and our word of the day and our news or what have you. All right, so we just gonna dive deep, y'all. We're gonna dive deep up in the thing. Like I said, thank you guys so much for joining me. Let's get this party started. You already know we can't go anywhere. We can't get nowhere without getting our vibes all the way up. Even though it's already up, I want to get y'all vibes up, okay? Because we there. All right, so we're going to start out with one of my theme song, guys. You already know how I feel about this situation, okay? You know how I feel about Mr. Hammond. All right, so without further ado, our first vibe idea is from the one and only Mr. Barris Hellman. It's called I Feel Good. Yes, full of vibes, y'all. Shout out to my Ivan.
Oh gosh, what a night. I feel good when you're wrapped up in my arms, dancing to a reggae song. Feel good, feel good. I feel good, cause your perfume isn't loud, and only I can talk about. Feel good, feel good. Feel like it rubbing over my skin. And when your hair dances on my chin, wish we were alone, baby, just the two of us. Yes, every move you make gives me a rush. Oh, oh. Wine some more, show me that love unconditionally. Make believe we're alone, just you and me. Take the profits, leave them behind. Don't let it show. Go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go. I feel good when you're wrapped up in my arms, dancing to a reggae song. Feel good, feel good.
Right now, my people on the
I feel good.
I'm just holding the
Cause
vibe.
your perfume is loud, that only I can talk about. Feel good, feel good. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, what a vibe.
Yes, just a little sample. Just a little sample. Okay, you already know we start out nice and easy and offer nice and easy. We just offer just bring it all the way up, child. Okay, the next artist, my next man, I come to your earway right now. It's the one and motherfucker only, Miss Octane. Let's get into it. This one's called Puta Cry. Yes, let's go. No, sir, where's that? I saw my man talk to me.
Yo, icon.
Yes.
Okay. Conquer the globe. Every girl want every out of it close. Batman no poor nose. I know how I fall with hot like stove. Hey, banks, put the lead bends for the washing style. Rolex a chip when the boss flashing on. From a girl thing, me no try chatting that. Shirt out from my belly with the blacky grab. On the hill, put the White House toast like Washington. Watch them and speculate, I wonder how my pocket done. Six up jet nail, yeah, the profits. Drop right through the traffic, them flashing and dashing down. Take a boy, y'all crushing plan. Step in at the street, they be fresh like water. Pull up over Portmore, stop in at the plaza. Half girl Portsmouth, so over Gaza. Yo, bro,
Me I left my charger.
next day, send James, link up Sparta. Daddy don't like me, gone with the data. Man, a baller, 18, baby gardener. Let me touch them with charge. So we beat. Got my brain, my feet. The brain, them rare, and feet. Touching at the road, one. Yeah. So we beat. Got my feet. The brain, them rare, and feet. Touching at the road, one. I ain't dead. And that tump off long start. Lick up this a grab a numb tats. In the poor, but this a no rum talk. Lick up boy, calm down before something jump off. Yeah, we get in the gal road, no gal, no fuck bitch. Me and the team important like car. The kids, them a chop, some a cut like sharp bitch. We don't smell like market. Baby holler. So we beat. Got my life on fleek. The brand them rare and deep. Touching at the road. Hey. So we beat. Got my face on fleek. The brand them rare and deep. Touching at the road. Hey. So we beat. Got my body on fleek. The brand them rare and deep. Touching at the road. Hey. So we beat. Got my face on fleek. Go. Bring them real and deep. Touching at the road, the big Benz money washing stand. Rolex a chip when the boss flashing hand. From a girl thing, me no giant chatting down. Shirt down from my belly with the blacking drop. On the hill, put the white house like Washington. Watch them and speculate, I wonder how my pocket time. Six up jet nail, yeah the profits. Drop right through the traffic, them flashing and dashing down. Take a boy, girl, crushing plan. Stepping at the street, you be fresh like water. Pull up over Portmore, stopping at the plaza. Half girl a Portsmouth, so over Gaza. Yo, me no left my church. Next day, send James, link up Sparta. Daddy don't like me, gone with the data. Man, a baller, 18, baby gardener. Let me talk them with charge.
Little boy, calm down. Little boy, calm down. Little boy, calm down. Yes. Child. I had to give y'all a little sample real quick. Whew. I think the vibes is all the way up. I'm going to have to just say the rest of my situation as we go. As we go along, child. Thank God for amazing artists like I Octane. Woohoo! I think that did it right there, child. All right, I know my vibes is all the way up. Y'all ready? Is y'all vibes up? I hope y'all enjoyed that small little segment right there. All right, no time to waste. We're gonna go straight into get some water. Today I'm drinking my SHERIDONNA'S real quick. Okay. Whew. But shout out to Mama to fruit juice, child. We already had that one, so now it's just time to get some water. Okay. So my shout out is going to go to me. My first shout out goes to me and my empire. Yes. I saw where I got started. I saw the thing set up. All right. Shout outs to me for continuing to believe in myself, for being so humble, for being so graceful, for being so consistent, for being so loving, for being just ambitious and that bossy, saucy girl. All right. And just for being a leader and an entrepreneur and inspiring the world. Yes. I said that. I said what I said. All right. Big shout out to SHERIDONNA'S Designs. Yes, hunty. Okay. All right. We're going to give you a little bit of hood vibe real quick. Angelic. Okay. We're going to give you SHERIDONNA Beauty Salon. Give you that. Yes. Oh, my dude was like, oh, your hair is perfect. I'm like, thanks. We're not perfect, but your hair can be, baby, your own fleek. Okay, shout out to SHERIDONNA Beauty Salon. Oh, I'm fascinated by myself. Okay, and also MUA is also by SHERIDONNA Beauty Salon. Okay, we're going to talk about the whole ensemble during our fashion segment. So yes, and also big shout out to Humble, Confident Modeling agency. Yes, we gotta touch the road past Saturday. Well, actually, we touch the road every single day when we step up in the house. When we step out in the house, we get much respect. Woo ha! I got you ball in check. Tell me down below who actually, what artist sung that song. Okay, if y'all know anything about hip hop, y'all should know who sung that song. Okay, or I should say who wrote that verse. All right. So yeah, for Humble, shout out to Humble Confident Modeling Agency. Okay, and big a huge shout out to Unity Fashion Institute. I already know we are here to do amazing things, and I'm so here for it. So I believe I finally found the platform where we're gonna be that's gonna be our home where we actually do our teaching. So stay tuned for that, guys. Okay, so that's Unity Fashion Institute, and we're here to inspire and educate our future fashionistas and entrepreneurs and yeah, business owner how to do what we do, which is empower yourself and to educate yourself and to learn how to do fashion illustration, learn how to do pattern making, learn how to do sewing, and just learn how to be an efficient business person or owner. Like I said, I don't know everything, but as I learn it, I give it to you guys. All right. So this is what we're here. And yes, darling, child. All right. Moving right along, my next shout out has to go to my offspring, Joseph and Isabella. Big shout out to my son. I will be calling my baby later today. Big shout out to my daughter for just being here with the kid and being diligent in what you're supposed to be doing. And sometimes it just be we have challenging times, but that's to make us stronger. And I know everything that we have gone through and that we're going through is going to make us stronger. It is making us stronger, and we are basically we're getting out of this storm, and it's definitely has changed us for the better. And I'm super excited. I know for who I am, and I know you are a creative being that is so ready for the world to spread your wings and just create amazing masterpiece in terms of your artwork and in terms of helping the world as well. So yeah, big shout out to my mini me. Shout out to my son, like I said, and remember, this too shall pass, and everything in divine order. Your parents always have your back. Always remember that. Okay, even when the world seems like it's against you, just know that your parents will always, without a question or doubt, always have your back. So we got you. Don't worry. We are working in our 30s, so we can enjoy our 40s and our 50s, and we can enjoy our grandchildren, so they could be great and so they could not go through all the BS that we went through. So yeah, big shout out to my offsprings. We're here for you guys. We're doing putting in all this work for you guys. All right. Also a big shout out to For the Hype. We have a lot in common, and it's just I just want to say thank you to him for just being authentic and just standing for what he believes in. And that's why I'm a believer. Like, remember, you have to stand for something or you will fall for anything. So I like people who can actually stand for what they believe in. So I appreciate him 100%. And I want to give one of our news, but a big shout out to Nas. It's his birthday, and yo, he is, as you guys know, I know that was going to be later on, but I think is this right that I just do it right here, right now. Happy birthday, to one of our hip hop living legend, Nas, Illmatic, the one and motherfucking only. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, and I just want to say you know your wishes, your happy birthday wishes, and I wish that you have an amazing day with the family or whoever you choose to have your day with, and continue to make great music. I know that you just had a new his new songs coming out. I didn't get a chance to review it yet, but maybe for the following week I could be able to play some of his new things, guys. All right, so big shout out to the living legend, Nas. We love you. I love you. I love your music. Well, I don't really know you personally, but I love your music, I should say. All right, moving right along, darling. Big shout out to this Design Wanted, their IG. That's their name on IG, and they just create really, they create this really cool, this really cool uh kind of like, it's like a portable table. It holds so much stuff. It holds like your cup, it holds um like your laptop, and then you could like lean back, when you're working and you like say you're home or whatever, which a lot of us are home right now working. Wouldn't it be nice to just um not being able to sit at the desk where you could just lounge, and then you're not hurting your back, you're not hurting your wrist. So they had this really cool chair, kind of like table, but like table upgraded 2.0. And I want that. I already told them. They was like, yes. And they was like, they was connecting with me. I was just like, I was loving that. So big shout out to Design Wanted, guys. If you guys need really cool and eccentric products that could help your life, I think you should go check them out. Okay. And a big shout out to my dude, Black Kush though. Okay. I want to give a huge shout out to my dude Black Kush, Black Kush underscore SMG. Big shout out to SMG. All right. Um, with that, I think we're just gonna hold up vibes right now. Okay. So you guys could know who I'm talking about. He is Black Kush is an international uh he's an international reggae artist, but he is overseas, over there in Europe, guys. So this is one of his songs right now. It's called Pre Life. Okay, so we're gonna hold the vibes right now. Take a little session to enjoy the view right quick. Okay, so without further ado, we're now tuning into the one and only Black Kush, right? And this one is called Pre Life, Pre. All right, let's hold the vibes.
It seems like everybody now watching and chatting you is nobody.
Black Kush was good, SMG.
Suck them stay from me and time. Pick up every day with you and them
Step
be a
out,
fine.
music
Them
group.
evil yo, them a mankind, them unkind. I check everybody now free. And shot you come like you was nobody. But I just a free life, stay focused and work on money. I got work hard for my life, don't stress and worry. I just a free life, stay focused and want make money. See ya, hard and no easy, no it no sweet.
Yes.
Have to put in the hard work,
Believe me.
love them me can't even buy sweetie, but me still there at one yard on the journey. Diligence, I know it must be hard. Stop watching tree by we when me say now. Not to know the hard work we put in, and we never take a day off. But they now free. And you shot you come like you was nobody. But I just a free life, stay focused and work on money.
Y'all already hear a Black Kush, so that's a little sample from Black Kush. If you guys want to listen to him a little bit more, make sure you guys go to YouTube and type in Black Kush, just like how it says Black and Kush with a K, y'all. Yes, hunty. All right, moving right to Long Darling. A huge shout out to DJ Spraga, guys. He sent me this compilation of all these amazing songs, and it just gave me a throwback. I was just like, yo, my love, my love, my love. All the how he play his music, and I definitely look forward to actually seeing him live, and we're gonna hold up vibes. I already know that you're gonna be lit. So I want to give a huge shout out to DJ Spraga. I wanted to just to play um some of the vibes right quick. Um that he was playing. And when he had sent me the stuff, it was just like just in the nick of time. Like just the song selection that he was actually playing was really like on point. I was like, yo, it's like the universe knew to just go ahead and just send this to me real quick. Um and I appreciate that 100%. Um uh, I'll come back to that real quick. You already know technology be doing its own damn thing, yo. Um, but anyway, what we gonna do right now? I'm gonna go to my dude. Uh, my dude. I'm gonna give y'all a little. Y'all already know how I feel about friggin' island music. I just love it. It's just part of who I am, and I enjoy it very, very much. But what I'm going to do, I really love this song when this joint came out. So, big shout out to Movado. Yo, he came out with this. Lit. Which I know. I'm on the go. This me right here. I saw my man them talk to me. Yeah. He said what? You're so special. You're so special. You're special. You're special. That's why I'm strapped with my 45 special. Boy, I can't be girl and they want chase like petal. Thank I'm so special. I'm so special. So special. So special. Tell them enough fear, too fear, say special. Guy, you know, dirty mouth can't chase nor they tell me hear them shot. And I said them on me head from black nuts. Yes, Hunty. Y'all only get a little sample of Movado real quick, okay? Yes, y'all already know, like, the people that's gonna be in my life, they gonna talk to me with respect and they gonna give me all the love. All right, moving right along. Big shout out to Deb to Dab. I'm gonna have to give you, child. Woohoo! I love me some Dexter Dab, yo. I love me some Dexter Dab, yo. Um, and it's just always if the person watch this podcast, then they know. Okay. Even though, you know, things don't work out how you want them to work out, I still want to give a big shout out to this person. Say less. This is the song called No Underwear from Dexter Dab. All right, and
Good evening, Mr. Dabbs. Welcome to the party.
Say less. Just know that this person is very close to my heart. But he wasn't good enough for me.
One time, while I'm a real bad girl, them pop up and link me. Say she want give me king treatment, guess she feel kinky. Me never feel like cheap, but she start convince me. Me say come here, make you just fly like Gingy. She said she know we're not nowhere.
Nah, go play I like you know. Yes. What the That's all y'all get from Dexter Dab right there, child. We're gonna finish our shout outs and we're gonna come on back. All right. And we're gonna come on back. That's all y'all get from Dexter Dab right there. Okay, so my next shout out goes to I love this song because it speaks volume. This artist right here, this is also an international artist, mainly Jamaican, but she has made her way due to the fact of Vice Cartel gave her bus. And her name is Miss Vanessa Bling, and I really love her vibes. Big shout out to all the wifeys, okay, out here in these streets, okay, and I really like her vibe 100%. And I'm gonna give you guys the song that made her uh really well known. due to the fact for Vice Cartel. Um, so give me 1 second, guys. As you guys know, technology always want to take its own sweet time. Okay. All right. So I think we're ready for the situation right now. You guys are now tuned in to the one and only Miss Vanessa Bling.
Gaza forever. As one
Yes,
gone and next
yes.
one born. Introducing Vanessa
Yes.
Bling.
Shout
As
out to Vibe
Gaza
Cartel for
slim.
this
Feed the
banger.
girl them we tell them man say. Me nah go get whenever. Never get way. Me say that body dedicated to the man of my love. Baby, me no one, no other man. One man, give me good loving, yeah. 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 One man, me say, weathering husband, me say, every day, every night, me do it good, me do it right. Me protect my man and protect myself. No boy can laugh off of my boyfriend. Them things that me that it was so easy. Me laugh off of them. Me moving on, me find a better man. You never know the use of something till it gone. Me done with him. God know me done with him. Me done with him. God know me done with him.
I had to give y'all that. That was Vanessa Bling. If you don't know anything about dancehall or reggae music, it's time to y'all start. This is why I'm here. Okay, the one and only Sheridonna, here to lay and slay and lace y'all with all the gems in terms of fashion and music and entrepreneurship and current events. We here for it. All right. So yes, Mwangi, yeah, that. So that was Vanessa Bling. Big shout out to Vanessa Bling. Big shout out to Vice Cartel. Also, my next shout out goes to I am Camilla McDonald. Big shout out to her. Um, she is also a vegetarian like myself, and she's also conscious about what she eats, what have you. And she's also a proud mom, and big shout out for her for having. So as you guys know, well, anyway, that part doesn't even matter, but uh, big shout out to her for being an awesome mom, and I look forward to connecting with you again. So yeah, uh, she also have she's partner up or she's with a company called Well Fit. She does her exercise and her cooking and stuff like that. So big shout out to her. Maybe we could connect and do our own kind of like uh our own cooking channel or whatever. So yeah, as you guys know, I have it's not a separate channel, but Sheridonna. I have a lot of cooking videos, so I do my 30-minute meal, guys. I really enjoy cooking, and I look forward to cooking a little bit more. When I'm in the next phase of my life. So yeah. So big shout out to her for being an awesome mom. So mom in the house. So our main things about education and about taking care of children. So big shout out to her for doing that. Also big shout out to I am Tef. He is the creator of this movie called Savage. And thank you so much for the love. And I definitely look forward to working with you guys, maybe in the next project or what have you, or on another endeavor. Thank you for the love. Also, big shout out to Jimmy Black. He's actually in the movie Savage. So when you guys see it, I want you guys to go check it out. Big shout also to Charlemagne for bigging it up and for showing so much love to Savage. When you guys see the movie Savage, I need for you guys to go and support it. Okay, if it's in theaters, if it's in um anywhere. Okay, so go and support it. It is a chocolate brother who created it. It's chocolate people who actually star in it and produce it and all that, and fund it. So make sure you guys go and check that out. The movie is called Savage. Okay, speaking about Savage, also want to give a big shout out to Jimmy Black. He has new music that come out. It says, I just want to love you, and this it goes a little something like this. So you're now tuning in to Jimmy Black.
You keep patient, like I like my lady. You just my the time is right with an ear to listen. Been traveling on top of road with rough conditions. They told me the grass ain't always greener on the other side. Need you if you down to ride. Here's the key, you down to drive. So what's the conversation? No headache, good drama waiting. Cause right now it's going down where we at. Let's dip so they can try to find where we at. Loose lips and shit, that's a fact though. So can shake them, put it in like a free throw. When we hit the town, we go around like a Lulu, but the clock stop working in your president and ask for more. Hey, girl, I just wanna love you, yeah. No one else, I'm thinking about you. Girl, I just wanna love you. And I just wanna love you with your crazy ass. Put you in some fashion on your Stacy dash. Sunday school cause you got the clash. Wear the sundress cause you got the ass. Girl, spend a little money cause you got the bag. Make sure it ain't nothing you could wish you had. And when they talk about you, make sure that it's past tense. All they need to know is that you ain't average. To the dance floor, do your fucking dance. Down to a size 4 in your fucking pants. Even though they want more, leave them with a dance. Cause even though you in the club, you like romance. Day nights with the dancing. Maybe we can hold hands and do the dinner with the candles. And I'ma give it to you, I wanna love you. Girl, I just wanna love you, yeah. No one else, I'm thinking about you. Girl, I just wanna love you. Okay. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. We get money and clock, cause we more real estate investments, we go getters. When the game looking devastating, no quitters. Pounding on the pavement, some heavy hitters. Hey, it seems like I always fall for your tide, but it's something about you I really like. Might be a pizzazz or a combination. So tuned in, can't change the station. Whoa, feeling the vibe when you look at me. Appearing comatose inside when approaching me. Light-headed, let me turn to elementary. My fortune came true, I just met my destiny, baby. You know what it is, you know what I mean. My mind go Google when you step on the scene. We too cool when we step and we lean. Don't wake me from the dream, girl. Girl, I just wanna love you, yeah. No one else, I'm thinking about you.
I know. Sample. That's all y'all get right there. That was from your dude, Jimmy Black. Okay, his new song that just pop off in these streets, yo. Okay, as y'all know, I ain't gonna be biased, but that's my offspring, baby, that my offspring fall or what have you. But I let him know when the song is right, is right. If it's not right, I be like, that ain't it. So this one is it. This is a hit. Congratulations to Jimmy Black. I love that one. Also a big shout out to Bon Tequila, aka Ray, Bosekilla _ Rody. Big shout out to Ray. Thank you for the continuous love and support, 100%. And it's duly noted. Thank you. All right. Also, a big shout out to Flo Lyrical. He's on IG as Flo Lyrical. He has a competition that he's in, so go and support him. Go and vote for him. His number is 5. All right, so go and check him out on the IG. He has his link on his bio. All right. He did a theme song for the 19, okay? And it's for a really big organization. So go and support him. Also, a big shout out to Barbarless One. He's a family friend, and thank you for the love and the support, 100%. The best is yet to come, darling. Okay. Big shout out to Q Love Bug. Um, thank you for the love. He's also a he's a he's a director and he's a movie producer as well. So and a photographer. So big shout out to you. And guys, California is also calling my name. California's calling my name. New York is calling my name. And motherfucking Atlanta is calling my name. Child, we about to start working, huh? 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 Yes, hunty. Okay, big shout out to my girl, Alicia Renee. She was out there in upstate New York doing a damn thing in the mansion, child. Be like, yes, hunty. Okay, my friends be like living their best life, and so am I. How you doing? Okay, big shout out to the real Tina Graham. Thank you for the continuous love and everything in divine order. And when things are supposed to be, then they shall be, and I'll be here for it. Okay. Last but not least, shout outs, guys. I want to give a huge shout out to this is my this is okay, it's probably not gonna be secret anymore, but that is he's my boo. Like he's my boo in my call it. He's my man crush. He's my fan out. His name is Tyrus Riley, guys. Mr. I love him. I love him. I love Tyrus Riley. I love his music and he just gives me a vibe. Cha hunty. How you doing? Okay. Right. Oh, we're doing the show. Okay. Yeah. So I want to give Tyrus Riley a big shout out. He created this amazing song called Lighters, featuring Shensia and Russian. Let's not wait any longer. Let's tune into the one and motherfucking only, my babe, my boo boo, my man, Mr. Tyrus Riley. Yeah. Let's get into it. Yes. It's a nice vibe. Nice vibe. Like it.
Hey, Roshan!
Shout out to Shensia. I'm happy.
Baby, when the bright lights start to fade, fire up your light, hold on with the weight. You make me feel like, you make me feel like, you make me feel. We want to kill a mission singer. Like you want my emphasis spin more like a jam can't tire. Endless loving and it can't expire. I will say that I never answer prayer. You know, say, you have the loving to me body when you hold me. And if you call me, we come. Baby, me now let her go. Love is like a seed and you reap for your soul. Oh, baby, when the bright lights start to fade, fire up your lighter. Float on with the waves. You make me feel like,
No, that's all I could do, y'all. That's all y'all could do. Like I said, I have no right to these songs right now. I'm just holding a vibe with my money. This is Tyrus Riley. Like I said, shout out to Shensia and shout out to Russia for this banger, this next hit. Yo, anything Tyrus Riley. An applause. Okay, this is what I'm talking about, living legend right here. Okay, we just attracted to bosses. Okay, just we ain't taking no loss, and he was looking quite scrumptious. He had all white. It was like, oh, you can't be wearing white off at Labor Day. Yo, if you was a trendsetter and you a boss, you could wear whatever you want when you want to wear it. And he looked so good in the all white, wearing his Rasta socks, looking like a whole meal, not even a snack, y'all. Child. Okay. All right. All right. All right. We're focused. We're focused. All right. So we're gonna do our word of the day, and we're just gonna dive right into the situation because it's time for us to get into the veggie patty of the situation. Okay. So our word of the day is education, parents, and government. Okay. First word. What does education mean? The process of receiving or giving systematic instructions, especially at a school or university. Okay, I'm read that again. The process of receiving or giving systematic instructions, especially at a school or university. Okay, parents. What does parents mean? A father or mother. Okay, um, one who gives. gives birth or nurture, raise a child. Okay, relative who plays plays a role as a guardian. Okay, and the word government, what does that mean? It's a governing body of nation, state, or community. Okay, and that's going to all tie together after we finish our podcast, guys. Okay, so our first quote of the day. Okay, I my first quote of the day: if you bring peace to me, then you get more of my time. Child, what did you say? If you bring me peace, then you get more of my time. Simple. Child. Huh? Yes. Yes, I said that. And we're just gonna go to our following quote, and then we're just gonna dive into the situation. Okay. You don't have to prove anyone. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. How tough you are. You are here, and you are still alive despite all your life's storm and tornadoes and hurricanes. You have weathered them all like a grand oak tree, and you are still here. You are still here. And if that isn't tough, I don't know what is. Okay? And I love that quote, and that just really says like, yo, I know personally I've been through the storm and I'm still here, and I did it gracefully, and I created so much amazing products, and I helped so much people along the way. So I'm happy about that. Okay, y'all. Um the warrior within me has already won. Simple. Okay? And my next one is like, um I choose I choose to own my own inner abundance and the wealth of who I am. Okay, so I have a lot of quotes, but what I want to do is start diving into our conversation and start dissecting the situation right now. All right, so let me let me just hold a vibe, and we're gonna come on right on back, okay? Right on back and do just a tease. Right now, we're gonna hold a vibe with the one and only Miss Coffee. This one's called Pressure. Let's get into it, y'all. Remember, never have no right to be easy. Just hold the vibe. Yeah, we'll sing it.
Under the pressure, under the pressure, yeah, under the pressure, under the pressure. If you watch up and take away now, we cheat in a second, cause we all under pressure, my friend. Sometimes when you feel you cry down, I hurt your heart, you know, but do not make it stress, cause it I feel the better, not feel living at the ghetto, feel the under the pressure, my friend. Yeah, Lord have mercy, this can't get no worse. I feel call it a curse, so me heart it a hurt me. Call it thirsty because from me birth I depress me. I feel like the father desert me. But when the pressure erupt, we never give up. No, me never give in. And me up, send up a prayer, feel the better living. I can't fall, so I better receive.
Under the pressure, under the pressure. Yes. Okay. All right. So this is a good segue right now. So we're going to just dive into the situation right now. So our main topic of today was 7 reasons why you should consider homeschooling your children. Well, the number one thing, you get to know what exactly they're being taught. Number one. Number two, you get more. You have that connection with them. You have a lifetime connection with them. The people who do not homeschool their children, they don't really have a strong bond with their children because they never see them. If anything, they see them what, 2, 3, maybe 4 hours of the day, opposed to if you homeschool your children, you seeing them um most of the day. So you have that connection. Not only that, you get to eat a meal with them. Okay, not only that, you get to really show your children like, yo, I care about your future, so I'm going to spend time with you. Okay, let's get into the situation. um and that's from my perspective, guys. I homeschool my kids ever since they were, kindergarten all the way up to going to middle school, guys. And that wasn't an easy task. I had assistant of my ex-husband Kendrick, aka Jimmy Black, to assist me, and it was an amazing experience, and I would not trade that for the world. And I'm definitely encouraging all our young parents to actually attempt and go for that right now, because it's so critical that we are in charge of our children's future, especially all our chocolate people, because you already see what's going on. Okay, we're going to get into statistics in a minute. Okay, but number one, uh, well, first let me we're going to dissect this, but I want to give you guys four lessons wealthy parents teach their children. So this is going to make sense, because in order to be able to teach your to make your children, know value, you have to teach them that. They don't just get that out of nowhere. So number one, we need to educate our children to be happy, okay, not to be rich, so they can know the value of things, not prices. Mhm. I don't know if that one hit y'all how it hit me, y'all. Okay, we must teach our children um to be happy, so they have to find their purpose. Okay, and they will know. So educate your kids or your children to be happy, not to be rich, okay? So they can know the value of things, not price, okay? Cuz when you be like, "Oh, that's expensive." That's not a rich mindset. That's not a wealthy mindset. You could say that's pricey. Big shout out to Trennis. That's pricey, okay? And yeah, we're going to just keep it moving because we have a lot to say in this situation. So I'm going to just take it nice and easy, darling. Okay. And number two, eat food for medicine. Okay. Not to take medicine for food. Okay. And that might hit you a certain way. Eat food to live. That's what that means. Okay. So all the things that's not real food, we need to start minusing that and really teaching our kids how to cook a meal for themselves. Cook a meal for themselves and not doing fast food all the time. Cook a meal for yourself. That will go a long way, so you know what's in your body. It's all about having control over your own life and over your children's life. That's what it boils down to, because as you can see right now, there is a lot of things, people trying to control other motherfuckers. And I think it's important to start getting a grip on our own shit. Okay. Number three, um, people who love you will never let you go. So no matter how much reason you give them. So when people leave out your life just like that, let them go. Let them go. Because that means they ain't really love you. Okay. Number four, don't take life for granted, because you only have one life to live. So make sure you live with passion, you live with love. And that's why it's important to teach your children um, to find their passion in their life. Like that is my life mission, to make sure that my kids know that what their purpose in life is, and to find and to dive deep. Okay, I'm just so happy that I know my purpose. And um, it took me soul searching to find my passion. And actually, my dad had kind of like scratch the surface of it when we were growing up, how we singing and dancing. Like that is one of my things. I'm supposed to be in the music, not in the music industry like how you thinking, like, sign contract. No, I'm a different soul, so I'm going to be in the music industry in a different way, in this way, where I can express myself and I can share love to different artists. And yeah, I'm going to do my own thing. Okay, and that's why I like it like that. Like I said, I like to be in control of my own shit. Okay, and like I said, be passionate about the things that you are doing, because that's what make a happier soul. It's nothing worse than doing something that really just boils your nerves. Okay, so make sure that your children love what they do, and then we will have more productive children. Okay, so this ties into teaching your children, because if you don't spend the time to be able to teach them and see when they're doing, like their art, or they're doing different things, you can see what they're passionate about. You can see what they gravitate to. So I know when I was homeschooling my children, I noticed that my daughter, she loves drawing and she loves artistry and she loved painting. And now my daughter is already a published artist. You see what I'm saying? She's already like doing the damn thing because I know that's the angle that she's supposed to be going. She's a great actress. She make people laugh. Like she's just that girl that is just she just loved to make people smile and get people a reaction. And I know that she is an entertainer like her parents as well, but she's her own person. I like that. And my son, I noticed that he likes to, he loves photography, he loves art, but in another way. He loves to take stuff apart, like like IT stuff. Like he loves to hack into people's shit. So he'll be a good like analytical person, but in like a hands-on approach. He loves gamery, like doing the games and kind of like dissecting how to play the games and stuff like that. So that's down his line, taking cars apart, and stuff like that. So we're still on the path of finding what will you do, what do you want to do, um where necessarily you don't if you don't get paid you're still going to be happy. So we're at that process. So I want everybody who actually see this podcast to actually start conversating with your children. Start making sure that you spend that quality time with them and ask them what makes them happy, what drives them, and that would give us more loving people. You wonder why people are so mean, because a lot of people are mean to them. And sometimes it's not on purpose. It's like the lack of attention, a lack of attention from your parents, a lack of attention from your surroundings. So they do outbursts. You wonder why people, like children, like have outbursts, because they don't have attention that they need. Like really, um, um, attention that's going to be worth something. Okay, so let's dive deep in the whole situation right now. Okay, so the 7 reasons why you should consider um homeschooling your children. Number one, I believe like the school system right now is not. I've been doing my own research, and everybody who is doing their online virtual classes, like they're not learning anything. They're just sitting there for the most part, and listening to the teacher kind of like regurgitate some history shit or some BS. I'm asking like, are you learning? No, people are they're just tuning in just so they could just get along. So imagine if you homeschool your kids. It's going to be intense. It's not going to be an easy task, but the rewards is going to be worth something amazing. Okay. And I noticed like all the programs that used to be um instilled in the school system are no longer there anymore. Why is that? Why is that? So after we finish talking about, the 7 things, we're just gonna just throw out questions, okay? And if you guys want to answer some of the questions down below, go ahead and do that. And start engaging in the conversation. So and one of the reasons why I think you should homeschool, there's no structure, or there's no implementation or education to be able to teach our students um, skills that's going to pay the bills anymore. There's no more electrical program. Okay. Number two, there's no carpenter program. There's no HVAC program. There's no economics slash child care program. No computer network IT program. Really, no STEM program. No health nutrition program. Like those are just the 7 little small things why I think you should homeschool your children. Because number one, if you really want to, if your child is really interested in electrical stuff, you could do a custom design course geared towards that. You could write your own syllabus to whatever state you are, and you implement that, and you could dive deep with your children. So while you're teaching them, you are learning the same thing. So as I told you guys, I used to homeschool my kids in New York State, and I did my own syllabus, guys. Like me. And I had my neighbor yesterday. She was just so inspired by me. And she was like, I can't believe that you homeschool. She was like, so did somebody help you write your syllabus? I'm like, no, like I did that myself. I dove deep in myself and I knew what my children needed. I only had a high school diploma. This is before I went to college, guys. Only had a high school diploma. But when you want to do something, the universe will help you to do it. So literally, I had my husband at the time. We would go to different bookstores and gather literature, and I would just compose everything that I want my child to, what I want to install into them, and that's why I install into them. So you have the ability to fine tune what you want your child to know and learn and how you want them to behave. Okay, because now starting this year they're going to be implementing new programs where you as a parent will not have any right um with what the teachers are teaching. They're going to be teaching about uh 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 friggin' oral sex. They're going to be teaching them about transgender. They're going to teach them about LABCFG, all that shit, all the stuff that you don't want your children to know. And I remind you, this is at the elementary. They're starting them young. Okay, so if you don't want your children to become and ask you and say, oh mom, am I in the wrong body? What, wrong body? No. Oh, am I gay? You're 5. How the fuck are you gonna be gay? Don't be talking to my children about no fucking being gay, and don't be talking to my kids about oral sex. Like those are the things, those are the conversation that you're gonna be start having with your child at 5 and 7. Oh, mom, uh. Did you and dad having sex? Or can I have sex? Or shit like that. Like the information that's going to be deposited in your children's young brain is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be ridiculous. And I feel like parents should have the right to say yay or nay. Now, if you're a parent who you don't care, then so be it. If you a parent who are conscious about what your children is bringing home and learning and installing, because you know their brains are like programs. You just download the information, download the software, and it's in there for good. Me no want nobody start telling my picnic, oh, um, about that they wolves and shit. Some people think they wolves. You're not a wolf. You're a girl. You're a girl. And I don't want my boys to be saying, "Am I a girl?" No, you're a boy. Okay, and so you're born perfect, just like where you are. You don't have to change yourself. Okay, I'm happy that I'm a girly girl and I like it like that. Okay, needless to say, I'm just saying, like, we need to make sure that we teach our young kids how to even take care of their own children. Do you know how much kids out here that's having children? Number one, because their parents wasn't there to be able to raise them and pay attention to them. Okay, so this is why I think if you're raising your children, you're paying attention to them. The statistic of kids having children at a young age would decrease significantly. Okay, and number two, if they're getting the home economic information deposited into them, they know how to nurture a baby. So when you are old enough to have your children, you don't have to depend on the government to be able to go teach you life skills like that. That's your parents' job to teach you how to take care of your own children. Okay, teach them how to hold a baby, teach them how to make sure you rock them to sleep, sing them little songs. Okay, take them to the park. Oh, people be complaining, oh, why my baby crying? Because your baby needs attention. Okay, it probably needs to get some vitamin D. It probably need nurture from both mom and dad. Okay, don't be having kids and then the daddy not in the life. That doesn't make any sense. The dad have to be in the life because it takes a mom and a dad to have a baby. Not this new shit talking about infertilization. Fuck all the bullshit. No, it takes a mom and a dad. And if you don't have that, you should not be having any kids because you don't have the tools to be able to install in your children. Okay, so child, don't get me started. Um, and also, I feel it's really important to teach our kids about health and nutrition. They had a program where my son was taking how to cook, which that was good, but it really didn't teach him, kind of like, the the health benefits of certain food. They would just show them how to make, I guess, pancakes or some other shit like that. No, we need to teach them how to make real food. Like, yo, when you have your family, if you a dude, you can cook for your wife. Okay, a wife is supposed to cook, but a man is supposed to cook as well. He's supposed to be able to take care of his wife. Okay, and for the female, she should be able to cook for her husband. Okay, you should be able to make a meal, not no fucking make, oh, we going to McDonald's. No, you're not doing that. You're going to cook a full meal so you can nurture your children and you can nurture your family. These are the things that need to be instilled in our children in a young age, not hurry up and have a fucking baby and not be ready. Okay. Um, so I think nutrition, back in the day we had home economics or what have you, and that's good. That was taken out. It was like, oh, that the budget is out. Hold on, guys. I forgot that I had to do my podcast. Look. What's up, my peoples? Y'all. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sheridonna, and we back at it again. So we're just talking about the 7 reasons why you should consider homeschooling your children. And I was talking about the home economics slash health section. Um, and I was just saying, like, if you are a guy, you should be able to take care of your wife. Suppose she's not feeling all that well. Maybe she just had your baby. You should be able to cook a meal for her, get her some tea, do whatever you need to do to make sure your family is okay. And if you're a female, you should be able to take care of your husband and make sure that he have a meal. Suppose he work all the time, you make sure that he has a meal. So both parties know you guys are single, but you guys know equally amount of same thing. So you guys come together. It's like you guys are a whole package. You guys have everything to be successful. Now, if one is dependent on that other person to cook all the time, it's not going to work. And this is why marriages fail. This is why relationship fails because one is so codependent on the other that it's too much weight. Like Coffee say, it be pressure. It be too much pressure. Okay, so what I've learned in my little lifetime that it is essential that both unit know the amount of information um, that each of them know. Basically, is you know what you know, and I know what I know, and you guys make one whole thing. Okay. Also, I noticed, we don't, like I said, we did is no electrical. It was so much chocolate brothers being like on the pole in terms of being the electrical man or what have you. Like we don't have those programs anymore, and we wonder why um our young black men are being incarcerated because they're hungry. They're hungry. They don't have any money. They don't have any what skills to pay the bills. 9 out of 10, they didn't even graduate because the kind of um, people who are actually teaching them, they can't relate to them. And this goes back to who is teaching your children, guys. And if you're a parent teaching your child, they will know, like, yo, I can do this. I can do it. I'm going to finish high school because you, as a parent, you're going to make sure that they have all the curriculum. And it does not take 4 years to finish high school, guys. FYI, that's just a long, drawn out process. Okay, you don't need the whole 4 years. Why you think certain people are done with high school within 2 years? Because it can be done and it's being done. Okay, so don't think that everything has to be drawn out because of that's what society says. No, there's as long as you know the rules, you can always break the rules. Okay, so consider homeschooling your children. It's going to be a challenge, but guess what? It's time for you to ameliorate yourself. Okay, this is what I'm saying, and I'm not telling y'all nothing that I have not done. I have done it. My daughter, thank God, she's at her last year, and I definitely consider even taking her out and finishing myself. You see what I'm saying? Finish school, but she's just taking, like, she's at her last year. She's not really, she's taking acting, which she wants. And she's taking like she's already developed in the terms of where her brain is. She's super mature for herself. So basically she's already done. She's just taking like little kind of like BS classes that really that's gonna help. And she's taking piano, you know. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna let her do a thing. But I'm talking to the people who are, to the parents who have like kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth, sixth, seven, like those grades where you can be an impact for your children, like know what they're learning and deposit the right information, so we don't have a high incarceration of our young people, men or women. And so you can know like, yo, my son is going to be X, Y, and Z because this is what I installed in him. Once you install that program, that's what they're going to be, point blank and period. So I know my daughter, she's an artist, she's a painter, she's an actress, she's a pianist, like she can do whatever. She has so much option, and that's what my goal was, to make sure, me and her dad goal was make sure that she could be a videographer too. Like my daughter, she know how to do a damn thing. Both my kids, they could do whatever they want because we have installed so many different programs into them, so they could choose whatever they want. So it's just like me. Like I could do whatever I want. Okay, when one thing's when I'm to when I don't feel like doing something, I go to the next because that's what I can do. That's what I choose to do. And it's important to instill certain programs in your children, darling. Hmm. Um, High schools are no longer teaching skills to pay the bills. This is, if this is not the number one reason why you should homeschool your children, I don't even know. I don't know. This is very alarming. Okay. Um as parents, we need to teach our children a healthy mindset, and remember, the first teacher that a child has is their parents. Let it just be the most important teacher, okay, to say the least. We don't go send them out to somebody who don't really give a shit. Okay, my nephew was learning something that's not, he can't even pay his bills. He's learning about um some fuckery in terms of Christopher Columbus. Who gives a fuck? What that motherfucker gonna do? He ain't do shit. Who gives a fuck about Christopher Columbus? What the fuck that gonna do? You need to be able to, excuse my French, y'all. I'm giving y'all how I got it because it just really boils my button. Okay, because we right now my nephew, he loves computers and he loves animation, he loves gaming. They need to really do a um kind of like a survey of each students at the beginning of the year to see where they are mentally, what interests they are, so they could actually take fundamental classes towards that. Now, if you know that this child loves gaming, why don't you introduce him to morphing? Okay, why don't you introduce him to animation? Why don't you introduce him to maybe you coding? Okay, you're going to be in the back end. You could be able to code the games. Okay, so what about that? If it's a person, another girl, maybe she likes cooking. Okay, maybe we start in putting her in culinary classes. Okay, but also give her a little bit of business and entrepreneurship. She want to own her own business or her own bakery or her own restaurant. Like that's what schools need to be implemented. Not this fuckery talking about Christopher Columbus was like, no, that shit can't help you. That's not paying no fucking bill at all. And at the end of the day, in America, in society, it's all about, you're gonna have to pay your bills. Okay, so we the school system, it has to change. It has to change. Okay, and this is why I say, who created the curriculum? Who created the curriculum? Not us. This is why we need to create our own curriculum. This is what I'm saying. Okay, who's teaching our children? Not you. This is why you need to teach your own children. Okay, what certification did they have? You know you're gonna have the right certification because your child is learning. You don't need no okay, so to become a teacher in different states, okay, so you know in California you have to take the California basic educational skill test, whatever the fuck that's supposed to be entail. It doesn't make you a good teacher. It does not qualify you as being a great teacher. That's not what it does. Okay. In New York, you have to take an administrative NYC teacher certificate. Okay, examination. It does not assure that you're going to be a great teacher. Okay, so what is the whole point of this certification if it does not ensure that you are going to be a great teacher? It just keeps certain people out. Okay, um, and I'm just noticing. I'm just noticing. Hold on, guys. Jabari, you got it. Open the door. See, my nephew, he's in the middle of he's just child. I'm noticing like why has the number of chocolate teachers decreased throughout the decades? Didn't you guys notice, back in the day, even in like the 70s, it was a lot of chocolate female teachers. Now it's like obsolete. It's like where the teachers at? Where the teachers at? Okay, and they're more passionate about it. I don't even know what it was, but we were more passionate about the situation. Now like, yo, I be seeing the teachers, they don't care. I've even heard a teacher say, I don't even care if you learn. I'm getting paid anyway. I that you say. And I'm like, just off that, you need to be fired. That shows me that you shouldn't be here. You are not capable of teaching my child anything. You're dismissed. Okay. And why are chocolate teachers not active or present in especially the public school? Why is that? Okay? Um all you see like every like even my daughter, all her teachers are Anglo-Saxon. She don't have one chocolate teacher, not male nor female, throughout her whole fucking year. I'm so happy that I was her first primary teacher. So she know, okay? And I know my daughter, Bossy Saucy, my daughter take all honor classes. So I know I did an excellent job. I know her dad did an excellent job. Okay. So what? We are capable of doing whatever we put our mind to. So we don't need to send our children out to someone who really doesn't care if our children learn or not. That's what I'm saying. Okay. And what tests? Okay, why are these tests so crucial for teachers to take to make them a teacher? What is the point if it does not qualify you as a good teacher? What's the point of that? So that needs to go. Okay, did you know that the teacher in the police union is the biggest gang, okay, and has the most political power because of their campaign donation from governors and presidents? Did y'all know that? This is why is nothing fucking being done about this police genocide that is going on, killing all of our chocolate brothers and sisters out here in these streets, and the miseducation to our youth. So they're learning about fucking, excuse my language, y'all. I'm it just really boils my button. You're learning about fucking Christopher Columbus. Like this nigga ain't do shit but lie and stole and cheat. Let's be honest here, okay? And instead, you come out in the real world, you don't know how to handle yourself. You don't even know how to write a check. You don't know how to articulate your thoughts, okay? You don't know how to fill out an application. And they automatically just toss you away because why? You can't do those things, and those things are being taught. Parents, teach your children how to articulate, how to speak, okay? Teach your children how to act. Teach your children how to become their greatest version. That is your job. That is not the government job to teach your children how to be a amazing citizen. That is your job. You need to govern your own children. And when that is done, we will have less statistic because we will have more control over our children. We will have less children going to woy because they're acting up, because they saying, oh, their parents don't have time for them, because they have to work a fucking 9 to 5 all the fucking time because they're gonna be homeless. Okay? So I think all this plays a part in everything when it comes down to teaching our children. Do you know we will probably have less confused children if we have more parents who are there teaching their children as they grow, when they're curious about certain things. Okay, and we're going to teach them in a manner that is tasteful. Okay, we're going to teach them in a manner that is that is respectful, and that is um what's the word I'm looking for, that's appropriate for the age. Each age you have a certain level of appropriateness. Okay, so we're not going to infuse sexual activity at the age of 5 and 7, talking about homosexual sexuality and porn and all this at this early age, because that's what they're going to be doing. That the government, that's what they're going to be doing. No, 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 parents, no, don't do that. So don't be worried when your child come 10 talking about if they're a boy, oh, I'm a girl, and you want to be putting on makeup and carrying on and whatnot. No. And I'm looking at the parents, that's your fault. You did that because you didn't instill the right programs in your child's brain. You see what I mean? So this all plays a part in our society. What will you do to improve our society? And this is why I know people say, I'm like, I'm that mom that's like a little bit overbearing or whatever. But it's not overbearing. That's showing my child that, yo, I'm I'm gonna be here. I'm going to be here every stage of your life. If you have questions, I'm here. You don't ask an outside source. You ask your main motherboard source. You ask your mother. You ask your father before you go outside anywhere. This is what I want to instill in my children, so they're not asking nobody how to drive their car. Their parents show them how to drive their own vehicle. Okay, and we will have less young people, yes, less chocolate people incarcerated. And I guarantee 9 out of 10 the people who are incarcerated, they'll probably say that, yo, my parents was not there for me. My parents was not there for me. My grandma used to raise me, or whatever the case may be. Okay, parents, you need to stand up, and you're going to have to make that sacrifice. Yes, you have to make a living, but now that we're living in an information era, you can make money online. Start making that money online and be there for your children, because they need it. They need it more than you know. Okay, you need to have control over your and govern your own children. Okay, because it's all kind of confusion going on right now. If you want a boy, you better raise a boy. If you have a girl, you better raise a girl, because if you don't, motherfuckers gonna say they wolves. They gonna deposit saying, oh, you a wolf. Oh, oh, you's a boy but you a girl, and you a girl even you a boy. And yeah, you like this and you like that. No. So all the parents, I'm just saying, that's it's crucial out here in these streets. My question is, I believe, like I said, I've been asking my daughter, "What are you learning?" So, what are you learning? She play her little music, so I know that and when she's learning on her own. She's learning by she's doing her little piano, so she's practicing her piano and practicing her notes on her own. Okay. Um, and so right now she's in a stage where, because my son, he's already graduated. Like I said, me and my ex, we was on him to make sure that he graduated, because I didn't want my son to be no statistic, because they're gonna say, oh, he got some type of HDFRG, what the fuck they want to label him. My son don't have nothing to hold him from learning. we have I have a genius. Okay, the people who have a hard time, they be many geniuses, and we gotta tap into their source. We gotta tap into what lights them up, and as parents, that's your job. That's your job to do that. Okay, and I just I think it's important each day to ask your child, what did you learn today? So you can make your own baseline to see what is your child being taught. And if they can't reiterate what they're being taught, you need to take them out of school right now before shit start hitting the fan. You too can do a syllabus. It's going to be a lot of red tape, but it's, guess what, it's your child is worth it. It is worth it. Okay, I have some questions. I have some questions. I have some questions like, um, child, I'm not even going to try to get riled up. Why, 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 really, why do we have such a high incarceration of our chocolate brothers and sisters? Why is the school system so uptight with having chocolate teachers? Why don't we see that anymore? I need for you to put that in the comment. Why do y'all think we don't have that? Okay, why haven't the school system changed their structure or their curriculum in over 20, in over 2 decades, guys? This has not changed. So they're gonna, so what, my niece, who's actually, she's 3 years old, so she's gonna be fucking learning about this bitch ass Christopher Columbus, bitch ass. For what? What is that gonna do? What is he gonna do? What he gonna do? If you gonna talk about Christopher Columbus, you might as well go ahead and talk about the railroad. You might as well go talk about slavery. Okay, you might as well talk about the Holocaust. Well, they already talked about the Holocaust because, now the Jewish people, they like, yo, our shit is important, and we as chocolate people, we're saying that slavery, that shit is important, and we've been paving the way for America for so many years, and we got the end of the stick, and it's time for us to get the whole stick. We need to get the whole situation. We need to start getting our just due. We need to start getting our just due, is what I'm saying. And parents, to be able to start getting your just due, you need to take control of your children and do as best as you possibly can to have a communication with them and an open understanding with them, to let them know like you have their back. You're there for them. Don't let them be feeling like, yo, they're on their own, and this world is so much pressure that a lot of them, they do an outburst, guys. They do an outburst from, stealing, from, having sex early. Like, we have a very high rate of pregnancy. It's literally like 2 out of 5, or it's actually more than that. It's literally like 3 out of 5 um young girls under 16 are getting pregnant, because for the simple fact that their parents are not watching them. They're not, they're either at Reve House or they at work slaving. They at work slaving. And yes, you have to pay the bills, but guess what? Your children come first. And if you didn't have time for them, you should not be having them, is what I'm saying. So do your children a favor and make sure that you pay attention to them, no matter how hard you have to work, guys. Because if you don't, they're going to be statistic and they're going to look at you sideways. They be like, why did you bring me in this fucking world just to make me fucking suffer? Excuse my French, guys. Like, this is how it's given to me. This is God has given to me like this. I had to give it to y'all like this. Like, why did you bring me into this world if you don't have time for me and gonna nurture me and love me and make sure that I am that I'm a well-rounded human being? This is why, like, yo, I had to homeschool. I had it in my spirit ever since I had kids. I just knew, because I already knew. I saw the lifestyle that growing up, like my mom did not really have that much time with me to be able to make sure that I do my homework. I was always that girl that do her own homework. I do my own homework. I did track and field. I had to take care of my little brother. Like I had so much pressure, and I know that it is hard. So do not be having kids at an early age and you don't have no help. Okay, it's so much teenage moms and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Okay, the boys or the girl, the boys don't want to be doing no taking care of the baby and making sure that they know how to do diaper change and nurture their baby. And this all boils down to the parents not showing them growing up. This is something, it's a gradual thing that a parent have to show them, you know, how to do that, how to maintain that kind of lifestyle, so when they're on their own they know how to do that. Okay, like I said, like literally I learned how to be an awesome mom by just just having that experience with my brother. You know, had to be able to take care of him and still have to go to school. um and I then now, you know, I didn't want that same kind of lifestyle for my children. This is why I didn't have a bunch of kids, because I didn't want my daughter to have the same experience I had, which is like, you know, always have to be babysitting somebody else's child, or I have to sacrifice to, if I wanted to go out with my friends, you know, I have to stay home and babysit my brother, you know, and stuff like that. Or we didn't have enough money to go anywhere or eat out. Like I don't even remember eating out. Eat out? What do you mean eat out? No, you have to cook. You have to cook. You need to cook for you and your brother. That's what you're going to do. And, you know, parents not coming home to 9, 10 o'clock. So basically, you don't spend no time with your children because they're out working, making sure you have a roof over your head so you can actually make a meal, you know? So it's important. Like now, I know going back, if you could go back, things would be a lot different if, you know, if your parents could stay home and make money this way. So now for the new parents, okay, for the new parents, you can be a better parent to your children. You can make money online now and homeschool your children and govern your children and install the right information, the right software into your children so we can have a less statistic, so we can have more happier people. When we have more happier people, our environment is at a higher vibration. Okay, and I guarantee crimes will be decreased because more people will be in their purpose. They won't have time for foolishness. They will be in their purpose. And this is why I said, help your child to find their purpose. Once we can do that, we can have a better world, is what I'm saying. Ciao. Let's think about it. Doesn't that make sense to you guys? You tell me what you think. Okay, for my people on my Anchor, you guys could actually send me a message on Anchor. If you're on Spotify, you could also send me a message. For my people on my YouTube, you could leave a comment. For my other people throughout the other platforms, find a way to communicate with me and let me know your thoughts. What are you doing right now? Are you homeschooling? Are your children doing virtual learning, or your children is still going out and going to school? What is your mission? Do you want to homeschool your children? Do you feel like I said, big shots to Talika because she feel like she can't do it because she probably, her parents never gave her that confidence. She was like, oh well, I barely finished high school, so she don't have the confidence in herself. So this is what I'm saying. Once you homeschool your children, you instill confidence that nobody can take away. Can't nobody tell my kids shit. My daughter, she knows she a boss. My son, he know he a boss. They know they look good. They know that they're smart. Nobody can't tell them nothing. She could do whatever she wants to do. My son could do whatever he wants to do. Okay? So once you can instill that important software into your child, the rest is your history. So I literally been giving her gems and let her know, like, big shout out, like I said, to Talika Rice. You can do whatever you put your mind to. You want to teach your children, because her children, I believe, are now in like fifth and sixth or seventh, like fifth or seventh grade, something like that, in between that. And I say you can do it. You can do it. If you need assistant, I'm here for you. If you need assistant, Google is here for you. You could go to different uh, either libraries, or you could go to kind of like custom design stores that are geared to homeschool parents, because that's what me and my ex, we used to just go to different really cool specialty libraries, not the regular public libraries, like specialty that have the right curriculum that you want to install into your children. And they had where you could connect with other homeschool, like create your own community. Once you create your own community for that lifestyle, like everything start coming together. Like when we used to go to there, like my daughter and my son, they will see other homeschool kids, and then they will play with them. You know what I mean? So that's how you could create different like field trips. You could create different kind of environment play dates and stuff like that. So it could be fun. You don't have to always go the traditional route, okay, of teaching your children, is what I'm saying. And now everything doesn't have to be in a computer. You need to take your child outside. This virtual shit all the time is not going to be good. Decrease the amount of time that your child is what on in the computer, on the books, in doing this computer stuff. You need to decrease that, okay? Because they need vitamin D. They need to go outside. They need to go and have social skills. They need to go and make sure they work their body, and make sure that they take care of their immune system. So things like that. You see what I'm saying? This virtual world, it's good, but make sure that we don't over abuse it or overuse it. Make sure we have somewhat of a balanced situation, is what I'm saying. So, in order to do that, parents have to have the control, because right now, the teachers or the government controls when the student take a break. Fuck all the bullshit. No, if I say, okay, we're getting up at 8:30 and we're starting class at 9, and by 12 o'clock we're done, okay, because we have another prior engagement. Maybe my daughter wanted to go do acting, she have like a acting gig at 2 o'clock. So if somebody else is running her schedule, she can't live her purpose. You see the conflict, is what I'm saying. There's going to be a conflict if you don't have control over it. So I mean, I'm saying all this to say this: in order to predict the future, you must create it. Okay, I'm gonna just go right into my quotes, child. I have so much quotes that I want to share with you guys today, darling, and I'm about to give you out some more music, and because it's a lot, and it's gonna be it's going to be challenging days where your child might be have a resistant, but just keep on installing them, like, yo, I'm here for you. They don't have to be dealing with people try to fight them. Like when my daughter finally went to homeschool, I mean to a public school, she have to deal with bullies. She have to deal with people being mean to her, and having the personalities that you have to deal with. Is just like, it was just so much for my kids. You see what I'm saying? But luckily she had her brother there to protect her. Like, ain't no nigga gonna mess with my sister. And my son always had that vibe, super protective over me and over his sister. Like, yo, he would fight anybody that tried to mess with his sister, point blank at the pier. Like, he fucked niggas up all the time. Like, and I'm happy that she had that. So because and that's why it's important that you, when you doing your homeschool, make sure you go, make sure your children have that um karate. Like my kids, they did karate, they did taibo, they did all kind of things to make sure they didn't know how to protect themselves. Like, yo, my daughter know how to fight. Like, don't fuck with us. Like, my son know how to fuck any nigga up. And I look, both their parents, we out here warriors out these streets. Like, we fuck anybody up, nigga or female. Like, it don't matter. Like, when I was doing my kickboxing, I fought niggas too. Yes, I did. And this one dude, I remember we were taking karate, and this one dude, he was just like, he had it out for me. I'm like, I don't know why he had it out for me. I was like, yo, he tried to fight me. Well, we was fighting, and he totally forgot like all like the moves. Like when you're doing karate, is like it's a sequence, okay? It's certain techniques that you do. And he was acting like he was doing Street Fighter. So I was like, shit, fuck that. I'm doing Street Fighter too. So like, yo, we went at it, right? And I fucked his ass up, and he tried to fuck me up. And at the time, my husband Kendrick, he was just like, yeah, he was like, oh, you trying to cover my wife, yo? So he battered him, yo. He fucked him up. He was so mad, like that was just a good experience. Like, yo, don't fuck with the Bedells. I'm trying to say, like, Wilson Bedell, do not, We come here to slay. And my son, he was taking boxing. Look, like he went through so many rounds, and nobody couldn't win. They couldn't beat my son. So big shout out to Faith and Hope Community Center, okay, and big shout outs to Joseph, and big shout out to Kendrick. Okay. The greatest obstacles to enlightenment is getting past your delusion that you are not already enlightened. What I'm telling Talika, you have it in you already to be a great teacher. You know why? Because it's within you. You already knew. She already knows she's supposed to homeschool. So, but she has to install the confidence. So this is why me, I myself, as a person who have an abundance of confidence in myself, I'm here to give her some and share some with her to show her like, yo, you got it in the bag. Point blank at the period. Okay. Um, my next quote, child. Don't. You are so engrossed with the objects or appearance revealed by the light that you pay no attention to the light. Ooh, child, what? Is a lot of people that pay attention so much to like, the fancy car or the fancy house or all that, but pay attention to the person within the house. Point blank in the period. Okay. Or don't ever judge a book by a cover, by its cover. Sometime the richest, most wealthiest people wear the most kind of chill clothes. Like sometimes I just wear chill clothes because clothes don't make you valuable. Okay? You are valuable just because you are valued. Okay, so always keep that in mind and don't let nobody dim your light. Okay, don't let nobody dim your light. Um, let's go into my next quote, guys. Um, when we are children, we seldom think of the future. This innocent leaves us free to enjoy ourselves as few adults can. The day we, the day, the day we basically the day we um get rid of that, the future um is a day we leave our childhood behind. Basically, don't, whatever you love as a child, we need to embrace that. I know growing up I love singing and dance, and this is why I love my podcast. This is why I cannot stop singing and dancing, because that's my childlike ways. Okay. um Being an artist, drawing all the time, that's my child ways. You see what I'm saying? So this is the things that I like to do. So I'm never going to stop doing that. Like literally I find myself doing my croquis everywhere I go because I love taking care of my girls. My girls are my croquis. So growing up, I used to always get my girls dress with my doll and stuff like that. So now I'm a designer. I get my girls dresses. Same thing. It's my childlike ways that makes you happy. That brings out your purpose. Okay. So, and being a writer, I it's also my child. Like I've noticed, like when I'm writing, I go a lot. I dive deep from when I was a child, and I then infuse it back to the reason why I do things now. You know, and so like I was telling you about being a photographer, I used to take pictures all the time when I was back home in Jamaica. And now, like, there's not one day that I don't take picture because that is my childlike ways that 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 comes out in me. And once you get rid of your childlike ways, like it's just you're going to be dull. You're going to be depressed. So always, what I'm saying is always bring out your childlike ways. Once you can do that, you're going to always be happy. Like, yo, when I sing and dance, that always make me happy. When I do my illustration, it makes me happy. When I do my writing, when I do my photography, that makes me happy. So find what makes you happy. Whatever you like as a child, that's what you do as an adult, and you will always have your childlike ways. And this is why, like, even though I'm in my 30s, like I still feel I'm a kid. That's why I call myself the kid. You see what I'm saying? Because I bring out my childlike ways, and that keeps me young. Like no one knows my age. Okay, but tell you guys today what's my age. How old do you think I am, guys? How old do you think I am? You tell me how old you think I am, and I'll tell you yes or no. Okay? Yes. So yes. My next quote is and once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through, how you managed to survive. You won't even be sure whether the storm is really over. But one thing is certain, you can come out of the storm, you won't be the same. You won't be the same person who walked in. And that's what the storm was all about. And I noticed, like, yo, I walk into the storm of um womanhood, of motherhood, of entrepreneurship, um, of being my best version. And like I've literally know, like, I'm a total different person right now, which I'm super elated about, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Like the storm that I've endured, guys, you think you know, but you have no idea. But if you would like to know, you can read my book. Okay. I have many books all over social media, all over, and you're gonna um have a tangible book as well. So you'll be able to, hear my journey. I share with you guys certain things of my life so you can know some of the things that I go through. Success is just a iceberg. And success is not always what you see. Okay. And so, um, people who stay quiet and alone in their shell are special and unique people. They have the world of their own. Only, only they don't share it with everyone because not everybody cares. They keep it in a secure, hidden, and only reveal that part of themselves with the one who cares enough to peel off the layers and know them deeper. That quotes mean I only share what I want you guys to know because certain people won't even care. And the people who I'm supposed to share with, I do share with, and they can see the layers of me. So everybody don't get all the layers of me because certain people don't care. So I share with you guys when you show that you care. Okay, so that is my quote right there. And my next quote is, mood are in the brain and do not matter. Go within, go beyond. Cease being fascinated by the content of your consciousness. When you reach the deeper layer of your true being, you will find that the mind's surface play affects you very little. And that just means like when you really find who you are, when you really know your purpose, when you really know what's really important to you, a lot of things that people say nor do will have no or limit effect to you. So find out who you are, find your purpose, and then no one can interrupt your happiness or your peace because you know what's valuable to you. You know what's important to you, which is you and your own happiness, your own universe. Point blank in the period, child. We gonna have to take a break. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for fashion. It's time for fashion. It's time for fashion. It's time for fashion. It's literally 444 right now on the iPod and on my situation. Okay. Guys, it's time for fashion. So I want to tell you about the drip of the day that I'm wearing. Child, and my hold on some bull. Okay, so little birdie was telling me like, yo, it's okay to mix and match. So today I decided to just give you guys just scrumptiousness, okay? So we mixed up two different designers, okay? So my dress is by Arden B, okay? It's an Arden B situation. All right, it's all black, guys, right? And it has these beautiful hardware. It is sleeveless, okay? And it has like a halter top kind of vibe that goes strap around your neck. It crisscrosses in the back. For my people on the YouTube, you can see that it's really fitted, and I really like that. The waist is really nice. It has crisscross, I said, in the back, and these beautiful hardware. It's gold, and it kind of look like suspenders, guys. So this is like the suspender dress I would give it. Um, and this is like I said, it has a beautiful texture, has some lines down the middle and the back of the dress. And this dress hits me right above your knee. This will be classified as that as that bad and bougie dress right here, darling. Yo, me step outside, all eyes on me. Who sing that song? If y'all know, put the answer down below. All eyes on me. Yo, me step outside and all I was on me, child. When I say I be having an adventure when I come out in these streets, I be having an adventure. Okay, let's get a little back to the situation. And so for my accessories, because you know, when you dressing, it's all about the accessory that really pulls your look together, right? So I decided that I wanted to wear our delicious candy apple red hood scarf. Okay, just to give it a little bit of flair, to give it more personality of who I am, and just to give it like a really rich vibe, okay, and more stylish vibe because you know we're a designer and we're a stylist, and we just had to show off that just our geniusness, okay. Also, I went ahead and paired it with our matching gloves that goes it's a half gloves that very stylish glove that matches the hood scarf, okay. The finger part is all cut out because we got to show off our nails, okay. We got to make sure we could make our phone call. So this is another Sheridan Designs as well. So we have our two piece, and yes, this is available. Our hood scarf and our gloves are available at SHERIDONNA'S.com, guys. As well as our for our accessory, we're wearing the circular one tier uh, uh, kind of like one tier circular red. It's the same color as, it's like a candy apple red earring, and it's just a simple one tier that just accessorize everything and just pull everything together as well. And I wanted to mix and match up a little bit. So basically, I'm wearing this beautiful gold and green ruby kind of bracelet to really just brings out my personality, to just make the outfit look so rich and beautiful. And I'm all about the accessorizing and mixing and matching and whatnot. So this really just brings character to the whole ensemble. And it has like diamonds in between the green ruby of the bracelet, and I really love this piece as well. So ciao. And for shoes, I'm wearing this delicious candy apple red that matches my hood scarf, child. Look at this. Ooh, this is the, yes. This is, guys, this is a 4.5 inch heel right here. And this shoes is by Red Circle. And for my people and on the anchor, it's a 4.5 inch red stilettos. Okay, it had these beautiful chain details in the back to just give us that bossy, saucy look. Okay, give us that nice, edgy but elegant and stylish look that I was looking for, child. It is closed toe, and it is red suede. Ooh, it's so scrumptious, y'all, and it just goes with the look. And I really love this shoe right here. So Red Circle got it going on, child. And last but not least, for our hair, darling, our hair, we have our Marley Twists. This is sponsored by SHERIDONNA'S Beauty Salon, and we have our gold accent to kind of ties in with our goals, the gold hardware that's on the dress, that's with the kind of the suspenders look. The hardware is right there on the strap for the neck, and it kind of ties in. So I wanted the gold to ties in because we're a queen, okay? And it has like our queen vibe. We have our hair pulled up and all the way one, okay? Kind of like, it's not messy, but it's pulled together. I was outside and my neighbor was like, "Your hair is perfect," and I was like, "Thank you." Child, baby here on Fleek Fleek, okay? Like, we make sure we use our edge control. And we just make sure that everything is pulled together. We have our minimalist look. With We played with our gold palette within our makeup. We did two color, like one was kind of like a light color, and then the other one was like um it's a beautiful reddish, but it's not really, it's in the gold family. And then we just did our red lips. This is by LA Colors, guys. uh I really love the the richness of the color, so I always create my own color. So I have LA Colors, and a big shout out to Makeup America. Also, I like to, because they give me the Makeup America. When I put the Makeup America lipstick on there, it really makes the red more richer, that goes with my with the hood scarf. Oh, and it's just absolutely spectacular. And last but not least, y'all already know how I feel about my lip gloss. I don't go nowhere without it. So I always make sure that I put just a drop up of my lip gloss on there. It's because we love the sheen, and it just looks like you're a cover girl. Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. I just love the gloss on there. And then the gloss is by Broadway, and it's ultra lip rose hem oil, and it just helps to reduce any fine lines, and it helps to moisturize and heals any kind of dry lips, which we don't have that. Never. Okay, but as you guys know, everything is about prevention. So This also is available at Sheridonna's Beauty Salon website. If you guys are looking for a lip gloss to get your lips, get your life. Big shout out to Tamar. Get your life. This lip gloss is fire. Okay. And always have your lips looking so scrumptious, kissable. Every time I put on this lipstick, everybody be like, "Oh my god, your lips look so." Look, I went outside, like I said, yo, the mailman, the FedEx man, he stopped me in my track. He was like, "You are so sexy." I was like, I was in the middle of doing my live, and I was like, "Oh, thank you so much." He said, "Oh, can I get your number?" I was like, "Huh?" I said, "No, you can't get my number, but you can find me on YouTube and you can go and subscribe to my channel, right?" He was like, "Oh, I will subscribe to your channel." I was like, "Okay, so you have an amazing day." He was like, "Thank you." I was like, I was I was cracking up, y'all. So that was the whole ensemble. And then for my nails, I use LA Colors as well, number 540541. But it's 540 for my nails, guys. And okay, we on Fleek Fleek. So that is the whole fashion look of the day from top to bottom, guys. And yes, for my accessory is available on the website. Yes, darling. Mwah. So that was a whole situation of our fashion look of the day, child. Okay, so let's go to our news of the day. Like I was telling you guys, so Sheridan Designs now have a subscription. So if you guys want to have some of our runway fashion, you guys can now rent our runway fashion or our couture sustainable pieces at sheridonnadesigns.com. Aren't you guys excited about that? You can also rent out the earrings, and if you like it, you go ahead and buy it. Guys, I'm letting you guys know for our couture fashion, for our perks, you don't even have to dry clean. We would dry clean it for you. All you have to do is send the garment back. And if you want to buy it, that we can make a custom design piece for you guys. Isn't that sweet? So 2020 is all about pivoting and increasing your service and increasing your value. So I'm here for it. So Sharon Designs, we have new subscription for fashion as well as for jewelry, guys. So we here for it. And also our Sheridonna Beauty Salon also have subscription as well, but it's a membership. So if you want to be a part of our beauty community, make sure you go and subscribe. If you want to be a part of our fashion community, make sure you subscribe. And we here for it all, child. As well as Unity Fashion Institute has fashion courses available for not only adults but also for especially for children, because we have to start at a young age. We have to make sure that we instill the right kind of software into our children. So this is why I'm here as well. So we have to get the skills that could pay the bills. Child, we already at 2 hours. I cannot believe that we just did that. And I'm gonna say my favorite quote: "Do not confuse a creator with a dreamer. A dreamer only dreams, but a creator, she gonna always bring her dreams into reality." Child, thank you guys so much for joining me for Sheridan's Diary of a Fashionista. And I really hope I inspired you guys. I really hope you guys learned something today. And if you guys have any question about homeschool, if you guys question about fashion or music or beauty, make sure you guys send me a message and let me know. We're going to just rock out with this new song. You know what? I think we're gonna I wanna play Tyrus Riley real quick, and then we're gonna finish out with Jimmy Black's song. Okay? We still have 2 minutes. Well, on our podcast we have 2 minutes, and for yo, yes, it's time for our rock out. Baby, when the bright lights start to fade, fire up your lighter, float on with the waves.
You make me feel like. You make me feel like. You make me feel. What you wanna do? Tell a mission singer. Like you wanna empress spin roll like a jam can't carry up. Endless loving and it can't expire. How say that I never answer prayer. You know, sir, you have the loving for me body when you hold me. And if you call me, we come. Baby, me now let her go. Love is like a seed and you reap what you sow. Baby, when the bright lights start to fade, fire up the lighter, float on with the waves. You make me feel like. You make me feel like. You make me feel. Give me the fire, beg you bring that home.
Sample. That's all we get for my baby tires rolling right there. Okay, and we're gonna finish out our situation with Jimmy Black. Thank you guys so much for joining me on the SHERIDONN'S Diary of a Fashionista. Yes. Yes, hunty. We about to bring this one back right here. This is at the end of it. Okay. Shout out to Big Black. Thank you for giving me 2 amazing children.
You keep patient.
Love your
Like
song.
my lady. You just my
The time is right with an ear to listen. Been traveling on top of road with rough conditions. They told me the grass ain't always greener on the other side. Need you if you down to ride. Here's the key, you down to drive. So what's the conversation? No headache, good drama waiting. Cause right now it's going down where we at. Let's dip so they can try to find where we at. Loose lips ain't shit, that's a fact though. So can shake them, put it in like a free throw. When we hit the town, we go around like a Lulu, but the clock stops working in your president. Ask for more, hey.
girl, I just wanna love you, yeah. No one else I'm thinking about you. Hey. Girl, I just wanna love you. And I just wanna love you with your crazy ass. Put you in some fashion on your Stacy Dash. Sunday school cause you got the class. Could wear the sundress cause you got the ass. Girl, spend a little money cause you got the bag. Make sure it ain't nothing you could wish you had. And when they talk about you, make sure that it's past tense. All they need to know is that you ain't average to the dance floor. Do your fucking dance. Down to a size 4 in your fucking pants. Even though they want more, leave them with a dance. Cause even though you in the club, you like romancing. Day nights with the dancing. Maybe we can hold hands and do the dinner with the candles. And I'ma give it to you, I wanna love you. Girl, I just wanna love you, yeah. No one else I'm thinking about you.
Yes, y'all. I love
Girl,
that
I just wanna love you.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Forget Bonnie and Clyde, cause we more realer. Real estate investments, we go getters. When the game looking devastating, no quitters. Pounding on the pavement, some heavy hitters. Hey, it seems like I always fall from your tide, but it's something about you I really like. My deal pizzazz, so a combination. So tuned in, can't change the station. Whoa, feeling the vibe when you look at me. Appearing comatose inside when approaching me. Lightheaded stomach turn to elementary. My fortune came true, I just met my destiny, baby. You know what it is, you know what I mean. My mind go Google when you step on the scene. We too cool when we step and we lean. Don't wait me for this dream, girl.
Girl, I just wanna love you, yeah. No one else I'm thinking about you. Girl, I just wanna
Yeah, I love that song. Like I said, thank you guys so much. That was your dude Jimmy Black with I Just Want to Love You. I love that song. That was a good vibe. like I said, thank you guys so much for joining me for Sheridan's Diary of a Fashionista. And to be continued. I love you guys. Go and be great. Peace.